else. And you need that, and you need medicine. In order for the body to be physically fit, since it cannot maintain itself, man is not a self-correcting mechanism, he doesn't repair himself. Therefore, to bring about the full health of the body, you need two things: medicine, gymnastics. He said, hey, it's enough of the soul. He said, for the soul, you need something similar. You need something similar. And take a look now. Medicine is a repair. It's corrective. So in that sense, you can say that we can picture a man, who is in poor health. Medicine brings him not to full health, it brings him to non-illness. Then to go from non-illness, you no longer have any disease or any difficulties with your physical body. You now need to go to someone else to bring you to the full level of physical health. That's gymnastics. Right? Now take the same thing over here. Right? There is something that must, so if there is anything that the body suffers, it is disease, injury, and it makes it less than its full functioning. Is there something, now remember when we use the word soul in the modern world, we often use the word mind. Right? What is it about someone who has a sick mind? What do we say? What word do we give that?
Mentally ill.
Mentally ill. Emotional. Yeah. We say he suffers some parallel disease and injury, either organic, right? It has some organic or psychological conflicts, don't we? We say he needs to be repaired. Now, when a person therefore overcomes that particular illness, they are no longer ill. Do you need another art that can take them further? Because just because they have repaired the physical body doesn't mean they're in full health. You then have to take them again to someone then who can develop most fully that full potential of man. Now, using Plato's language, he says the disease of the soul is vice. Right? And that vice is the condition where man cannot act and cannot achieve what he wants, that for the sake of which he acts. Right? He cannot act and cannot achieve what he ideally wants. Now, there's a special name for that, and I'll get that in a few minutes. So you have to find out what it is that's blocking that. That would be comparable over here on the level of the soul. Let's call it a therapy of the soul. Now, in the same way, that's corrective. What would take a person beyond that to reach the fullest potential there is now that he can't be blocked? Now, do you need something else, or is that sufficient? And here's the whole drama. For Plato, this is, of course, philosophy or the dialectic. This is the philosophical. This is reaching for the highest vision. Therefore, you can take someone like this, bring him here, Now that he's in good physical shape, bring him here. Find a corrective measures, and then finally bring him here. Therefore, he can go through those 4 stages. He says, hey, you know what? There's something curious about this. He says, you know, there's something very curious, he says. There is something that masks itself as these 4. He said, look here. Cookery gives the appearance that the foods are good for you. Cookery is a mask. It makes it appear that what you're eating is good for you. Therefore, it's a form of flattery. Right? Hey, look here. So therefore, that creates the impression, oh, you're really living good, even though your cookery may be killing you. And in gymnastics, there is fashion. Fashion can make you appear as if you are really in good shape when you're not. So therefore, for each of these, there's something that masks it and gives the appearance of it. You say, you know what? Over here, there's something similar. 2 things, rhetoric and sophistry. Because with a certain amount of rhetoric, you can disguise many things. And we can call that rationalization, we can call that denial, we can call that all of those mechanisms that deny the truth about our reality, and therefore it gives the appearance that we are in really good condition. Sophistry. Sophistry. What? Now we can appear wise by clever arguments and appearing good. So therefore, the ideal thing to do is to bring a group of people to a great restaurant, looking your best, having your most interesting denials of anything wrong with you, right? And persuade them that you're wise and you're giving the mask, the appearance of these 4 great arts. He said, the real issue though, we can play this game on all those 4 levels. He says, but the real thing is that the best for man comes not by chance, but by order, truth, and art. Now, he's using the word art in just this one thing. Each one of these things can benefit a person. Anything that benefits a person, that brings them into a better way of being, in the Greek world, takes on that great word, art. We always have to be careful about that because it doesn't mean what we mean in the modern world. Now, what that means then is through these things that man is trying to achieve an order. Now, what does he mean by an order? The proper arrangement inherent in each thing. That's its intrinsic order. And the soul has its own order. And he said, you don't have to add it. That's intrinsic to man. You have to reach that level of order intrinsic to man and let it emerge. Because the cosmos is an ordered system. The whole thing is an ordered system. Now wait.
That's interesting.
Pardon?
That's what Krishnamurti used to say.
No.